So hi, in this video we are going to see about subnetting. Subnetting is basically nothing but dividing one IP into different subnets. So yeah, here we go. This is our proposed network and we are going to use a 192.168.10.0 network, and you're going to divide it into two different networks. So this is our network and we're going to divide this into two different networks. So what you have to do is when we use the host part to divide the network and divide an IP into different networks. So we all know that the host part has got 8 bits, and so we divide a network by borrowing each of this bit. So in this case we need two networks, so we just borrow the first bit whose network value is one network bit value is 128. So right here we go. And so by just taking this one, and we get two networks, so one starts with 0, the next one starts with 1, and the next one remaining all have combinations of zeros and ones. So this being said, the total number of hosts will be 255. That's 256 hosts, and when you count from 0 it will be 255. So when you divide 256 by 2, you will get 148 hosts. So now we divide these networks into two, which has got 148 hosts each. So now what we do is the first network ID will be 192.168.10.0. This is the network ID for the first one, and 192.168.10.148 will be the network ID of the second network. So yeah, and the subnet mask will not be 255.255.255.0 as opposed to a normal class C, which we are using right here, but it will be 255.255.255.128. So the subnet mask will be 255.255.255.128. And similarly with this, it will be like 255.255.255.128. So what we have done right here is that since each bit takes either a 0 or a 1, correct? So since by taking just one bit, we have two values, so that's how we divide the network. You normally divide the network by 2 to the power number of bits borrowed. So if you borrow one bit, it will be 2 to the power 1, which is 2. If you borrow 2 bits, it will be 2 to the power 2, which is 4 networks. If you borrow 3 bits, you will get 2 to the power 3, which is 8 networks. So and so on and so forth. So this will be the network IDs and stuff for so let's just mark it in our packet tracer. So this is going to be the network ID of this network, and this is going to be this network. So yay, we have completed the first task. And so now let's assign the IP addresses for these things. So let's go. Interface 0 will be 192.168.10. let's say 5, and the subnet mask will be, we have to change it to 128, and then we change the port status to 1, and similarly, forgot to configure this. So 192.168.10.150, and similarly we got it. Now we turn this thing to 1. This is done. Now let's configure this IP. So this desktop in the 192.168.10.148 network, for the PC in this network, you should assign an IP with greater than 148 and between 148 and 255. So let's assign 155. The mask will be 128, and the address will be, just a minute, let me just check that I forgot the address. this is first 150, and its gateway will be 192.168.10.150. That's about it. So we've configured this, and this one falls under the 10.0 network, so it should be between 10.0 to 10.147. we can't use 10.0 because that's the network ID. We can use anything else, so which is 122.168.10. let's say 10, and the mask will be 128. 10 dot that one was 5, so this one is done, and let's take this similarly. 168.10.11, 128.168.10.5. so that's about it. Now let's try pinging each of this. Successful. Let's just try once more. Yeah, if you could see, it's successful, and that's how you configure subnet in Packet Tracer. So thank you.